Let's break down some easy tips and tricks for your disc golf backhand. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad to be back with you. We're gonna go over some disc golf backhand tips and tricks today. I wanna create a good foundation, especially for those beginners coming into the game. There's a lot of technical terms that you can get wrapped up in, and I wanna kind of eliminate all of that and give you a good solid foundation that you can build a solid base for your disc golf game. But first, if you love all things disc golf entertainment, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let's get into the good stuff. All right, so first stop on our breakdown, we're gonna start from the ground up. So let's work with our feet. We get all of our power coming up from our legs, through our body, and into the disc. So let's work on where our feet are gonna be positioned to make our throw. You're gonna want a little bit of a staggered stance. You want the ability to engage your hips so that you want to have just outside of a shoulder width apart. You want a good athletic stance. You can move easily back and forth, a good center of gravity. Anything too close, you won't be able to generate the power that's necessary. Anything too far, you won't allow your hips to move through and transfer the power from the ground into your arms. We don't want to put our toes forward because it won't allow us to actually get a good reach back. So I've seen a lot of people when they're stepping into their throw, they step with that toe pushing forward. That doesn't allow you to reach back at all. So what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna try to have our toes slightly back away from the target so we can lead with that heel, and as we're pulling through, we're able to rotate on that heel and really transfer our energy going forward. We're trying to really ensure that our hips and our gait have an easy access and easy swing of motion. And now we're gonna move into the upper body section of the throw, okay? So the biggest thing that I want you to take away from this is that you have to turn your shoulders fully out in order for you to get as much power on the disc as possible, okay? So don't ignore how much it's going to help by simply just turning your shoulders away so you can get a good pull. You're activating so many more muscles than if you were trying to keep your eyes on the target and you kind of reach back. Now I'm only able to use my arm. I'm not incorporating my back and very little of my core if I just keep my eyes on my target the whole time, okay? But if I can really get a good pull and I'm really turning those shoulders, I can pull through, I'm actually able to incorporate so many more muscle groups. The other thing that turning your shoulders allows you to do, it allows you to draw straighter lines when you're pulling through. I know it seems counterproductive to take your eyes off the target on that turn, but if you're able to draw straighter lines when you're coming through, your accuracy will improve. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but what you don't want to do is you don't want to get into rounding. That's when you're reaching all the way around your body. Your disc has to travel around you all the way out to your release point. See that semicircle that I made in that motion? That decreases your accuracy, decreases your distance. Next step is really getting the disc into the power pocket. That's potentially a new term for a lot of you, but the power pocket is as you reach back and you break that elbow to come through, this is the power pocket. This is where all the power that you're establishing from the ground and through your hips, all of that amounts to this moment right here. You break that elbow, you bring the disc in close, and everything explodes from that point forward to propel the disc. Now I know that's a lot of information to absorb, but breaking it down right here. Staggered stance, shoulder turn, get to the power pocket, and explode forward. That is going to provide you the accuracy and distance and the foundation that you need to build a great disc golf form. Let me show you a couple of examples. I also highly recommend that you film yourself while you throw. It'll allow you to see the areas that you have improved as well as target the areas that need a little work still. There's nothing more humbling than thinking that you look like but the film shows you looking a lot more like. So bonus information, your disc's flight angle will be determined by your upper body, not your arm. So what I mean by that is if you're wanting to throw a hyzer angle, your upper body should pivot at the hips and you should be over your toes in order to make that angle. Your disc should always travel a path right inside here, right kind of below your pec a little bit. That should always be on that angle. So if you're looking for a straight release, you're gonna be up nice and straight, pulling through. If you're gonna be on a hyzer angle, you're over your toes, nice and balanced to maintain that hyzer angle. Throwing that anhyzer, you're back over the heels of your feet just a little bit in order to allow for that hyzer angle to come through. But always pulling through and on the same plane across your body. That will maintain consistency in your power and your accuracy. Well, I hope these tips provide a great foundation for you to become an epic disc golf player in the future. If you have any questions, be sure to leave those down below. And remember to subscribe because you don't want to miss out on any of the fun that will be heading your way soon. I'll catch you next time.